Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Locum23. You are joining me for Choices, the Stories You Play, Crown in the Flame, Book 3? It looks like you've already played Book 2 of the Crown in the Flame. We've saved your choices, you can carry them over. Okay, sure thing. Do you wanna... Yes, remember my choices. By golly gee willikers. Choices saved. Will now carry over. So they were a little late today, but previously in Crown of the... Oh, really? Our lands will never be safe from the Iron Empire until we are one. One kingdom, one king. There will be no alliance. There will be only my kingdom. You monster. Kenna, look out! Die! What the... Ah! 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 What the hells did I just do? Your little rebellion ends now. You'll never get away with this. I already have. We've waited years for this moment. We've suffered under Luther Nevragus's evil and cruelty. Today, we take the fight to our enemies. Today, we take back Stormhold. Today, we take back our home. Today, we fight. I fear this is the end of my tale. I need you, Gabriel. I can't do this without you. You're wrong. You're strong now. You've become everything I ever hoped. I couldn't be more proud of you, my queen. Marco's defeated. The battle is over. The Queen of Stormhold. Long may she reign. Sigh, I want to go with you, but this doesn't seem like the right time. Now is the only time. You will tip the balance of the coming war, one way or another. I can't promise anything, but if you come with me now, you may have a chance to save the people you care about. At the very least, you'll save them from yourself. Dom, what have you done? Kenna, say something, please. Kenna! Everyone, arm yourselves and get to the boats. Luther's fleet approaches. It appears my foolish son Marco was right. I should have hunted you down when I had the chance. Fortunately, it seems I now have the opportunity to correct that oversight. Kill her! Dom, is that really you? I'm a dragon, and I'm flying. I've never done so many voices so fast. Holy crap. Well done, Will. You've won. End it. Now. It's over. Surrender your weapons. We've lost. So, that's your plan? Enslave everyone you meet until the whole world dances at the end of your strings? You're just as blind as the rest of them. Why can't anyone see that this world is sick? The medicine won't be pleasant, but it's necessary. And how are you going to accomplish all that by yourself? But I'm not alone. My force of fiery destruction, I have you. I wasn't returned to Lycos to fight you, Whelp. I was retreating. Wait, retreating? From the Iron Empire, a greater foe than anything you can imagine. We must combine our weakened armies and fight against them together. Ah! Everyone in the Choices group got to see me link this bad boy here. Whatcha? Wow, that was a 5-minute, picking up where we left off. Alright, now let's begin, apparently. Ooh, new map. The Iron Empire. Oh, cool. Now playing as Kenna. Having liberated the 5 kingdoms, you've turned your attention to a greater threat. The Iron Empire. 2 weeks after defeating Luther Navrakis at the Battle of the Bay, you and your most trusted companions are traveling across the ocean to Morosi, the Iron Empire's capital. There it is. I can see land on the horizon. Finally, I swear, if I don't get out of this flying death trap soon, I'm gonna throw myself into the ocean. That would be very counterproductive. It is fortunate we salvaged some of Hex's airships. I imagine how prickly Val would be if this journey had taken weeks instead of a few days. Correction, I'm gonna throw Rain into the ocean. I must admit, Kenna, I'm unsure of this plan of yours. You're not the only one, but our only alternative is to fight the Iron Empire with Luther and his army at our side. Pass. Hard pass. The Empress of the Iron Empire has agreed to meet with us to broker peace between our lands. Isn't that worth a chance? Yes, but for all we know, we could be flying right into a trap. It is almost certainly a trap. Now you can play as any of the characters. Huh. Certain choices will add to your legend. A higher legend score unlocks special choices. Okay. I have to get used to this. Trap or not, I'm feeling worried or wary, optimistic. My mother dreamed of a peace between the 5 kingdoms, a dream that Luther shattered. And now that we're close to making that dream a reality, we need to think about what comes next. Just think, we may be able to resolve our conflict with the Iron Empire without further bloodshed. I don't know, Your Majesty. To me, this all sounds too good to be true. Well, you know what would have to do when you meet the ruler of a vast and terrifying empire that may be plotting to usurp your kingdom? Challenge her to single combat? Dangle her off a cliff until she coughs up the key to the royal treasury? No, I'll dress her. My best tailor is standing by, and she just showed me the most gorgeous blue silk. Oh, already a dress option. Sweet baby Jesus. You brought your tailor along on a diplomatic mission? Did you bring your hairdresser as well? Did you not bring yours? Ahem. Anything that gives the impression of confidence will only help us. He's not wrong there. A show of strength early on lets them know you won't be intimidated. So, what do you say, Kenna? Unlock the regal blue gown to intimidate the ruler. I don't think the ruler is going to be intimidated by a blue gown, but alright. That's pretty. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. I mean, again, Diamond Editions is for a point. You retrieve your crown from your room and place it on your head. This is all I need. We're going to negotiate and not dance at a ball. You can negotiate in a gown. I negotiate in gowns all the time. And you look stunning while doing it. How much longer until we arrive, Whitlock? We should be nearing the capital now. I'm going to bring us down for landing. Good. We need to resolve this as quickly as possible. There are other matters that need my attention. You move to the windows and clutch the railing, unwilling to let the others see that your hands are shaking. Sai steps beside you, speaking low, so that only you can hear. We will find him. It's been weeks, Sai. It's like Dom vanished into thin air. And Hex, gods, she could be doing anything to him. I feel like I'm about to fall apart. You must stay in control, Kenna. Rise. I will not lose Dom because you let your emotions weaken you. Do you hear me? He needs us to be strong. I hear you. Thank you, Sai. Sai nods, then walks away. Alright then, let's go meet the Empress. Whitlock sets the airship down on a large floating platform on the outskirts of the city. You disembark. A smiling young woman with red hair comes over to meet you. You are way too happy for this place. Welcome to Mariosa, honored guests. Thank you very much, Miss Clover Hapley, handmaiden to the Empress Azura, who shines brightest. And to whom do I have the honor of speaking? You're speaking to Queen Kenna Rise of Stormholt. You're Queen Kenna? Oh, dear. What, you've never seen a queen that isn't made up and all prissy all the time? Please forgive me, your majesty. I didn't think you'd be... I was expecting more... I'm so sorry. It's a handmaiden. Who gives a shit? It's nothing, Clover. You're too kind, your majesty. If you'll please follow me. Clover leads you through the soaring palace and onto the balcony overlooking the city. Immaculately dressed guards and attendants line the balcony, watching you curiously. A tall, serious man steps forward to meet you. Halt, and state your purpose. My Lord Joran, may I present Her Majesty, Queen Kenna Rise of Stormholt? Pleasure to meet you, Lord Joran. Joran's eyes flicker from you to each of your companions. His expression goes dark as he takes in your weapons. You dare come before the Empress, who shines brightest, so armed? Are your 5 so-called kingdoms led by uncouth savages? I should say... Mind your tongue, I'll cut it out. No. 1,000 apologies. We meant nothing of it. I do not care what you meant. Are you truly so uncivilized that... A slender hand alights on Joran's shoulder, calming him and gently moving him aside. Peace, Joran. I'm sure they meant no insult by bringing their weapons. Now, are you going to announce me? And holy crap, are you attractive and gorgeous. The eyes, holy shit. Queen Kenna, you stand in the presence of her radiance, Empress Azura, light of truth, the guiding hand, who shines brightest of all. It's an honor, your radiance. Azura looks you up and down, and her eyes seem to bore straight through you. Suddenly she smiles, gliding forward to clash brands. Your skin tingles. Queen Kenna, aren't you a fierce little thing? And here I was wondering, will she be more barbarian or noble? I suppose it's too much to ask of a queen to be both a mighty warrior and a dignified ruler. Glad I met your expectations. My spies have told me so many exciting tales of your exploits. I look forward to watching your story unfold firsthand. If you'll excuse me, your Radiance, I have duties to attend to elsewhere. Azura nods, and Clover curtsies deeply before retreating into the palace. Azura turns back to you. Now, I believe you refer to this land as the Iron Empire, but I've always found that the title rather harsh. Its true name is Dukatora? Dukatora. Welcome, all of you. Empress, this is Sir Leon Sterling, my crown guardian. I've heard tales of your bravery, Sir Leon. Your queen could not ask for a more faithful protector.
I'll protect Kenna to my dying breath.
I'm sure you will, my friend. And this is... No need to make full introductions. I'm already familiar with your entourage, Queen Kenna. Is that so? Care to test me?
Gladly. I'm gonna go with Psy.
I must admit, I was surprised to hear that Wielders of the Flame were among Kenna's trusted companions. Or have you forgotten that our people were driven out of the Five Kingdoms and all but extinguished just a few short centuries ago? I have not forgotten, but that is not the matter at hand right now.
Azura considers Psy for a long moment. Psy stares back, unblinking.
So disciplined, you're a credit to your teacher.
Azura turns to you.
Satisfied?
Let's move on. I've heard enough. You've obviously kept a close eye on us.
It's important to know your enemies. It makes it easier to find common ground should the opportunity arise for peace. Now come, let me show you our beautiful city.
Azura beckons, and you all follow her to the balcony railing. The city of Mercy is laid out below you, buildings sprawling amid the midst from the waterfalls. That was beautiful.
Very impressive. Sure, all these tall buildings look pretty, but I feel sorry for the folks who have to climb all these stairs. It does keep one in excellent shape, but there's always the elevator if you're in a hurry. What? The Ivitator?
A suspended platform raised by pulleys.
But to lift that one, that high, how in the world do you power them?
Probably by the waterfall.
I can see the water wells attached to many of the buildings. Those would easily provide enough power to lift the elevators. That does make sense. With the waterfalls this size, you must be able to extract a massive amount of power. Very perceptive, Your Majesty.
Azura gestures at a large factory across the chasm. The thundering water turns several large wheels on the sides of the building.
With the power of the waterfalls, we are able to drive the elevators, power foundries, factories, mine ore, and much, much more. This is incredible. No other kingdom has access to this much power. Do you realize what this means?
Yes. They could take over the whole damn world. Tell me, Empress, how many of those factories are busy churning out weapons?
Some,
War is an ugly business, but if I must fight, then I do whatever I can to win. And what about you, Queen Kenna? Did you not use a technocrat war machine against your own castle when fighting Prince Marco? I wasn't using my war machines to conquer, only to reclaim my home. Can you say the same? You assume the worst of me already. You must have spoken with Luther. I must say, I didn't expect you to trust anything that man says. Believe me, I don't. Has Luther told you why this war started in the first place?
He didn't have to. Everyone knows you invaded the Five Kingdoms. It took years to drive you back across the ocean. Watch your tongue, old man!
Interesting how no one will question what everyone knows. Do you want to know the truth? I'm here, aren't I? I'm willing to hear your side.
We will decide for ourselves what is true and what is false.
Many years ago, I approached each leader of the Five Kingdoms with an offer. Pledge fealty to me and receive all the knowledge and prosperity that Ducatora has to offer. Oh, is that all? You just waltz in, demand that they all bow to you? Goodness, that couldn't have gone well. It did not. Unsurprisingly, Luther's father was the first to declare war on us. The rest followed his lead soon after. And what? Now you're gonna make me the same offer? You'll share the wealth, but only if I submit to your rule? Yes, that is my offer to you, and every other ruler across the sea. There's just one problem. My people will never follow you? What gives you the right to rule everyone?
Ooh, this one's tough.
My people will never follow you. What gives you the right to rule?
This is true. What gives you the right to rule everyone?
This throne was not handed to me, Kenna. I was born with nothing, which means I had to earn everything. I only ascended after proving that I was the best person to rule. My wisdom guides this empire, and my strength protects it.
Azura gestures to an ancient carving over the balcony door.
The words are in a strange language that you don't recognize. It says, for every life, a purpose. It is the founding principle of Ducatora, that everyone must play their part in order to build a better world. And what's your purpose, if I may ask? To lead, to guide my people to that better world. I can deliver everything that I promise. The proof is all around you.
You look down at the city below you. You see the workers filing into the factories, jostling each other playfully. You see children playing in the pristine courtyard and a bustling market full of bright fruits, artworks, and spices.
With my guidance, the Five Kingdoms will become a utopia, a land without sickness, war, or hunger. Can you give that to them, Kenna?
I mean, damn. So we have a choice.
Lie.
Or admit the truth. I mean, Kenna's never lied, so admit the truth.
No, I can't. At least not anytime soon. Though I still question whether you can either. You'll see in good time.
You suddenly hear footsteps and look up to see Clover hurrying onto the balcony. She's carrying a small gray bundle in her arms.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your radiance. I didn't know what else to do. It's all right, Clover. Tell me what's wrong.
Clover holds out the bundle. Looking closer, you see a small, shivering body of a wolf pup.
Oh, the poor thing's missing a leg. What happened? One of the hunting parties found it in the woods. He must have got separated from his mother, and there had been attacked by something.
Prologue rushes over to examine the pup, his face stricken.
He's lost a lot of blood, and he's so cold.
Sai lays one hand on the wolf's pup's side. A gentle heat radiates from her skin, and the pup shivers, began to ease.
It is too late for him. Are you sure? Perhaps if they had found him an hour ago, but not now. He is gone. No, not gone.
Azura steps forward, her long white hair floating around her. Tiny sparks begin to dance across her skin, and her eyes grow brighter until they shine a brilliant blue.
What?
Electricity crackles around Azura's hand as she lays it against the wolf pup's still body.
Live, creature, live by my hand.
Power surges down Azura's arm and into the wolf pup. The little creature trembles as its wounds begin to close before your very eyes.
Impossible. Burning black hells. How's she doing that?
The pup twitches, then yawns. He lifts his head and looks up at you with curious golden eyes.
I want to see the damn puppy. I'm serious. I want to see the puppy now. Shit. Hey, little guy.
Yes, there we go! Alright, that is awesome. That is a badass looking pup.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Can I keep him? I'm serious. You reach out and stroke the wolf pup head. He wiggles excitedly, trying to lick your fingers.
Oh my god, he's so precious. But how? He was...
Azura sways on her feet. Jordan steps forward, catching the Empress, just as she begins to fall. You should not waste your strength, so.
I would not call that a waste. Clover, please make sure the creature is given to a good home. Perhaps one of the guards would like a pet. Wait, I mean, excuse me, your Radiance, but maybe we could take him with us?
Prologue gently examines the stump of the wolf's pup's missing leg. The wolf snuffles excitedly at his metal hand.
If we take him back to the lab, I could make a prosthetic limb for him, just like mine. I could replace his lost ear, too. Actually, working with the emotional properties I used on the Mechator, I may be able to map his neural patterns into a verbal approximation of... Speak plainly, boy. I am becoming vexed. I might be able to, talk. A talking puppy? Can a talking puppy? If you wish to keep him, you are, of course, more than welcome. Well?
Recruit the wolf pup to gain a fiercely loyal companion for the rest of the book. But don't worry, I'm sure it's going to cost diamonds. You know, she just literally said, yeah, sure, go ahead and take the pup. But why? What? What? Just, what? Oh my god. Leave him with Clover.
I don't think it's a good idea. It's probably better for him to have a more stable home. But I had the diamonds in my back pocket.
She said no, son. Prologue shuts his mouth, nodding reluctantly. Gives the wolf's head one final scratch. then steps back.
You be strong. Show the other dogs that you don't need 4 legs to run circles around them. Oh, okay?
Clover, you'll make sure he goes to a good home.
Oh, of course, Your Majesty.
The wolf pup whines as Clover turns, carrying him away. I'm whining too inside. You look back to Empress Azura as she steadies herself against Joran's shoulder.
Queen Kenna, I'm afraid I must retire for a short while to replenish my strength.
Of course. All the lightning looked strenuous. A handsome attendant hurries forward, offering his arm to the Empress. Please, Your Radiance, allow me. Where have we seen him before? He looks very familiar. Accepting his arm, Azura affectionately strokes the man's cheek.
Thank you, dear one. If you would help me to my chambers.
I'm serious, we have seen this man before. Wait. Chris, most wanted. Except this time he has long gray hair. That's who this looks like. There we go. It is my greatest honor to serve you, my Empress.
And mine to accept your service. Queen Kenna, you've arrived at a special time. This month is the Celebration of Light, a festival commemorating the anniversary of my rule. Central to the festival is a tournament, and the final round takes place this evening. We would be honored if you were to submit a champion.
Them, Your Radiance. But they didn't compete in the early rounds, and they're not...
They are guests of the Empire, Joran. I think we can bend the rules just this once. Besides, everyone knows you're favored to win this year. Bringing in a famed warrior from the 5 Kingdoms might just make things more interesting. We'll be there, Empress Azura. Wonderful. Until then.
Azura walks off, arm in arm with her attendant. Joran shoots an angry glare your way before stalking off in another direction. Gurgly murgly.
He looks like someone thought he was sure bet to win the tournament. Tell me I get to teach him a lesson? Later. Let's get back to the airship for now. We have a lot to discuss.
Back on the airship, you and your companions discuss your meeting with Azura.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Yes, can we discuss how Azura was able to have the power to raise the dead?
A most intriguing development. It seems that magic is alive and well in the Iron Empire.
And did you see the way everyone looked at Azura? It's obvious that her people adore her. Yeah, especially Mr. It is my honor to serve. But I know he's serving her right now.
You know, she kind of sounded jealous there, Val. You want to talk about it? After
Everything I've heard about the Iron Empire, I was expecting a cruel dictator, but she's different.
It's all an act. That woman's a lying snake, and anything she offers us is a trap.
No one's clamoring to join the Iron Empire, Leon, but how can we not consider it?
You're joking. You'd hand over Aurelia on a gold platter to that witch? She didn't say that. Annalise is merely weighing her options.
And one of the options is rolling over to Azura like a trained dog. You think I like the idea of kneeling to another ruler? I have to consider what's best for my people. What do you think, Whitlock? What's the most logical course of action here? I think we need to gather a lot more information before we can make an informed decision. But my first impression is that people seem happy here. Resources are plentiful, and technology makes life easier for everyone.
And you, Kenna, what are you thinking? Don't ask me now, I haven't had sleep.
I'm thinking Azura may be right. We can get a better deal. This is hopeless. Ooh.
Okay. I wouldn't say hopeless. I mean, it's not like she's gonna come over there and kick the Five Kingdoms' ass. It did come out of her mouth that she basically doesn't want to fight unless, kind of like Luther went and was coming after her for a fight. I want to go, Azura might be right.
I'm not saying that I'm totally convinced, but it seems like Azura knows how to solve a lot of our problems.
I still don't like it.
None of us like it, Leon. That doesn't mean it's not true. Right, so are we going to talk about the tournament? Because I want to punch Jordan right in the face, preferably several times. Perhaps we can take turns. Are we sure this is wise? I thought the whole point of coming here was to avoid fighting the Iron Empire. It's just a tournament, Annalise. We're not exactly clashing on the battlefield. Joining the tournament is probably a good idea. If nothing else, it buys us time while we decide what to do. It would also provide an opportunity to learn more about the culture
and how they fight, since Jordan is about the best fighter they have.
I'm interested to see how these people fight. Oh, I like Sai even more.
Me too. I am going to be the one fighting them.
Like hells you are. I didn't come here just to look at the scenery. Actually, I think Leon is the logical choice.
I agree. Wow, we didn't even get a choice in this. Holy shit.
Oh yeah? And why's that? Well, for one thing, Leon is
my official crown guard? No. A more experienced fighter.
Oh, so you don't think I'm good enough to be your champion? What? No, that's not what I meant at all. You know I value your skills as a warrior. Yeah, I'm feeling super valued right now. Val? It's fine. Just don't come crying to me when your experienced fighter breaks a hip.
We're in agreement then. I will represent Kenna in the Empress's tournament.
Then let's be on our way.
You know, when Val's done sulking. Later that afternoon, you meet Clover outside, and she leads you to the grand temple in the heart of the city. Fighters and spectators mingle among giant stone columns.
Wait, the tournament is being held here? Yes, Your Majesty! Where else would we host it but the Temple of the Warriors?
In the Five Kingdoms, temples are sacred sanctuaries. Fighting inside one is considered inappropriate.
Oh, but there's nothing more sacred than the tournament. It is a symbol of unity, peace, and our dedication to the Empire. There is no hatred here, no anger or bloodlust. Blood is spilled in the holy place represents a blood not spilled between us in war. Now, I must go and attend to the Empress, who shines brightest, if you'll excuse me.
With a final curtsy, Clover hurries back to Azura's side.
Something's definitely wrong here. No one can be that cheerful. It's unnatural. Worried it will rub off on you?
The girl seems honest enough. Still, keep your eyes open while I'm out there. A sudden hush spreads to the crowd. At one end of the temple, Azura takes her seat in a golden throne. Leon steps to the edge of the fighting area. Azura gestures, and a group of white armored soldiers move to join him. For the Empress, who shines brightest. May the strongest prevail.
You will fight these warriors in my honor to the death.
Oh, what?
To the death?
Well, that would have been a nice little, like, I don't know, agreement. You know those agreements when you install something or buy something and you got the, you got the fine print, reading it, must, use less than 50 gigabytes or, you'll be fighting to the death would be appreciated. Um, you meet the leader of the mysterious Iron Empire. She wasn't exactly what you expected, neither you were you to her. Your choice of clothing left the Empress, just bite me. You decide to leave the wolf pup behind. Yeah, I'm sad about that. Leon entered the tournament as your champion. And Luther is imprisoned. And we didn't get the wolf pup. Damn it. I'm sad. Legend 2 of 5. I'm guessing had we used diamond options, I'm assuming we would have got that. Allies 5 out of 10. Army score 7 out of 20. Oh, excuse me for yawning. So, I had an issue with choices and BlueStacks since I had to reinstall everything since my hard drive went out. For those who didn't know the issue. So, pretty much for the love of God, if you ever use BlueStacks, never hit the arrow keys. So using the arrow keys, pretty much made me do this. Yeah, I'm really, really happy about that. I used a key on that. After completing it all. Yeah. So, that's fantastic. So that's why we're down 1 key. So, we were able to unlock Endless Summer, so that'll be the next book. After that will be Freshman, where we'll be pretty much picking off where you fly to LA to visit James. You can survive a day in Hollywood. And then after that will be Rules of Engagements and Love Hacks. So I hope you all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because if you're not already, you're going to miss out on great content. And till next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I look forward to seeing you all in the Endless Summer. Peace out.